Hello and welcome to this August 31st, 2010 video version of InvestEd Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, InvestEd Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we are taking a look at CAVM Networks, ticker symbol CAVM. This is a little better than a $1 billion technology company. This is in the semiconductor space, and the semiconductors really have been struggling over the course of the last month or so. If you take a look at CAVM's chart, you'll see that over the course of really the end of 2009 and throughout 2010, we had a really nice uptrend in place. Every time we came back down, we tested this trend line, we held, we continued rising until we got toward the end of July. You can see right at the top here, we put in a bearish engulfing candlestick. That marked the top. Of course, you didn't know it at the time. It was just a reversing candlestick that would suggest that there would be maybe some short-term problems in the near term. But as we pulled back, we then gapped down. You can see the volume really picked up here at the end of July. We gapped down. We held on barely to this trend line, rallied back one more time to test the 50-day moving average, and then we rolled over, lost the trend line, lost price support, and look at the volume coming in on this move to the downside. So this is effectively telling us that the uptrend that we saw for many months had come to an end, and that we are now in a downtrend. Now just the question at this point is, where does it turn before we head lower again, because we are likely to head lower. The obvious area is at gap resistance, which is at 25. You can see today actually on Monday that we got up as high as $25 right to the penny, reversed, came back down. We failed to hold the 20-day moving average to the upside. We had gapped up just beneath the 20-day. The 20-day is sitting at 24.60. We opened at 24.55. So we opened below the 20-day. We ran up above intraday, above that 20-day moving average, and then came back down and closed near the low of the day at 23.98. And volume was just kind of so-so. But that was an indication that we were not going to make the breakout, because we didn't have enough volume to get through this critical resistance area. So from a short perspective, if you do play it on the short side, any kind of a big volume move through $25 should be respected. Probably would take CAVM back to the area of the top of its gap resistance, which is closer to 25.75. But $25 is going to be hard to negotiate. The MACD was pointing straight down on the most recent low. You can see we did put in a doji. So just like we marked the top with a reversing candle, this is a bearish engulfing candle. On the way down, we also marked a bottom with a reversing candle, and that was the doji that we saw. So if you take a look at the RSI, we were down to 30. Stochastics were in the single digits at the recent low. We have come back up and relieved those oversold oscillators a bit on this move to the upside. We were down to about 22.25, rose to 25. I believe this is an area where we're probably going to head lower, and I would look for a retest of this 22.25 to 22.50 area. That would be a target, at least a short-term target on the short side. Top side, you might keep your stop around the $25 area. Another move back up to the 20-day would probably be an indication that you could fill out a short position if you just wanted to take a partial position near the current price. That would at least minimize the risk in the event that CAVM does move up and take out $25 to the upside. But based on everything we're seeing here, I would expect that CAVM will see another push to the downside, and that is likely to be accompanied by heavier volume down the road. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at investedcentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.